Welcome to NEXTGames Channel Content Guide. Now, in a channel with well over 500 videos, it can be easy for much of my old content to go unnoticed. Now, I've been asked several times lately to make guides for things that I've already covered, and it's made me realize that many of my newer viewers may not realize just how much content I have covered over these last 3 years. I thought it would be a good time to briefly touch upon the different series that I've done thus far on the channel. Let's get into it. First, it's important to note that you can use this search box on my channel to easily check and see if I already have a video on a particular NM or event. Typing in a specific NM or event name works best here. You can also use the YouTube playlist that I've created to see all the videos in a particular series that I've done. Now, my two oldest series on this channel, and the two that I'm most known for, are my Ambuscade and Intense Ambuscade series. Since February 2019, I have covered both of these fights each month from a solo ninja perspective. In recent months, I've also added in perspectives from Red Mage and Dragoon, as well as party strategies for taking on Volume 1. I usually get these videos out on the day that the updates come out, and then the following days after that. Next is the Sinister Reign series, which I did when I first started the channel. It covers how to take on each of the 9 bosses in this event. I'll be adding some additional videos to this series, eventually covering it from other jobs' perspectives. Now, my Vagary series covers how to solo the 5 main bosses of Vagary in their BCNM fights so that you can unlock the ability to upgrade Imperium armor to level 119. Now, once I finish getting my 2 additional characters, this series will actually also include guides for Vagary itself, as I'll then have 3 people to enter this event and take it on. Now, in the HTMB series, I cover how to solo all of the HTMB fights in the game, many of them on their hardest difficulty. Now, this is another one of the series that I finished quite some time ago, so many people may not be aware of it. But if you're taking on an HTMB fight, especially trying to get a specific piece of gear, it might be worth it to check out one of these HTMB guides, and therefore being able to be more prepared when you go into your run and potentially take it on a higher difficulty and get that armor to drop that much faster. Now, in the Omen series, I cover everything from farming runs to soloing mid and final bosses with a variety of jobs. Now, this series also overlaps my Unplugged series, where I take on some of the game's hardest fights without the use of Windower and its add-ons and plugins. Now, in the Unity series, I cover how to take on all of the Unity NMs in the game from a solo perspective. I've already covered all of the level 135 NMs and many of the level 128 NMs, and I'm working backward through that NM list. Now, in the Gesh Fate series, I cover how to take on all of the NMs needed to earn your Ionic weapon. Now, these strategies include both solo and party play, and currently all the NMs are covered with the exception of Warder of Courage and the Helms in Resenma, which are currently being worked on. Now, I have several expansive series on the Odyssey event. The normal Odyssey series covers the basic of all of the shields as well as farming strategies. Now, in Shield B and C NM series, I showed how to take on all of the NMs in Shield B and C. I also have a series devoted entirely to each atonement level in Shield Jail that goes over how to take on each mob on a variety of vengeance levels. In the A Guide to Ninja series, I cover every aspect of the ninja job from playstyle to gearing. It's really a one-stop shop for everything you need to know for the job of ninja. Now, in the Journey of Cyberlogic, I cover the entire playthrough of a game starting from level 1 and taking the character all the way through to endgame. We are currently passing level 70 and I look forward to further entries in this series. Now, in the Atmosphere series, I attempt to show the beauty of Final Fantasy XI through 4K visuals and the soundtrack of the game itself. In the Cutscene series, we show full cutscenes of all of the expansions of the game stitched together to create a movie. Next up, we have the Basic series, a new series that is devoted to covering the basics of the game for new and returning players. Now, the Graphic series covers how to make your games look as good as possible. Currently, we're only showing how to make Final Fantasy XI look beautiful here, but the series will eventually include guides on how to mod many games. Now, Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla cover each of those games and how to beat every boss in them. In the Elder Scrolls and Star Wars The Old Republic series, we took on those games endgame content solo. Now, again, links to all of these series can be found under the playlist section of my channel if you have further interest in a particular event. That should be it for this content guide video. I hope you found that helpful. If you're new to the channel and would like to see more of this content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button under the video and the bell icon next to it to be notified when my future videos are released. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and stay healthy out there.